Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Put her on the right side. Little Squeak Juniors. I've got to try and turn her so that her little anti-camera gyroscope isn't going to let her spin around. Nope, nope, you got to face off the fingers. I don't know why they don't like the fingers, but they don't like to face toward the fingers and the camera. Here, she's happier this way. She's a little sweetie. Just an absolute cutie. And she is. She's an absolute sweetie. I've talked about neoteny, and I can't remember if I showed her face. She has a short, stubby face with the short, stubby nose, and so she has the kind of a baby face, and so she looks cuter because of that. Because human beings like things that look like babies. It's a practice of something known as neoteny. N-E-O-T-E-N-Y or A-N-Y, I can't remember, but it's neoteny. That's why Mickey Mouse looks like a big baby mouse with the huge baby mouse ears, big huge baby mouse eyes, the short stubby baby mouse face, the huge baby mouse head with the smaller body, and then the big old baby mouse extremities. Mickey Mouse is a baby mouse. We like baby animals and babies. And it's not altogether that healthy, especially since we tend to breed our pets so that they look and act baby-like. In the wild, adult dogs don't bark like our domestic dogs do. You know who barks? Puppies. All of our adult dogs, we have bred puppy behaviors into so that they act like baby dogs. It ain't good, but life is life. And today is Wednesday, the 27th of September. It is 6:49 a.m. Good morning. Thumbs up. I said this on a tweet before because I just thought I'd mention this. It was spelled incorrectly. There was an article, you see, where they were talking about this, that, and the other, and then they mentioned sort of a religion called Eckankar, E-C-K-N-K-A-R. Only they misspelled it. They went Ekanar. The fools. Everything up to that. And the only reason, of course, I know that is because back when I was, in my teens, I was an Ekist. I was one of those who followed the practices of Eckankar, the ancient science of soul travel. So thumbs up on that. So then when I see, even though I'm not an Ekist anymore, and I've got my own spiritual beliefs, it still bothers me to see things like that. I mean, if you were, let's say, a Catholic who renounced their Catholicism entirely and either had become an atheist or, let's say, a Muslim or whatever, it would still bug you if you saw someone mentioning Catholicism but always spelling it with like a K. Because that was a part of your life, whether good, bad, or indifferent, and seeing somebody misspell that, it's like, biting on a piece of tinfoil. So, I had to put out a tweet saying, hey, it's Eckankar. Look it up, Ek, the E-C-K, capital letters, the audible life stream. 8 levels of reality. This one that we're on is the basest of the most base planes. There are about 8 physical planes. 3 or 4 physical planes, and then it's all spiritual planes on upward. Each planeward you move closer to God, until the actual point of being an Ekist is to become a co-worker with God. Now, co-worker with God of course doesn't mean that you're on the same level. I mean, even in Eckankar, the way I've viewed the divine and all that is like God is just this huge flaming ball of plasma on a level of reality that is so rarefied and pure. Maybe out of the 77 billion people that have lived since the beginning of time, one person's maybe gotten close to that. The rest of it, we're down low. Now, I'm not an Ekist anymore, but I still respect their beliefs. Mostly because the Ekist belief on all these things is they don't go out and preach. Because another big thing on Ekankar as a quasi-Eastern religion is reincarnation. If they come up to you and say, would you like to know about Ekankar? And you say, no, then they'll just go, well, you're not ready for it this life. When you are ready, 2 or 3 lifetimes from now, you know how to find us. And they're happy. You're good. You're not ready yet, are you? Give it a few more lifetimes. Burn off some bad karma. Burn off some good karma. Come back in a more karma neutral state. Then you'll be ready. It might take a few lifetimes. We'll be here. So I like that. Thumbs up. So yeah. So yeah. There's actually something, oh my gosh, something really big. Yes, in fact, I remembered it. Oh, I hate. Number 1, I'm tired. I don't get enough sleep, so it's hard to remember things. Number 2, fibro fog constant. Number 3, the damage to my memory from my 23 plus years of alcoholism. When I can remember anything, it's a plus. The fact is, I was watching this just before I started recording, so it helps me remember. When Boogie was talking about how, well, in his latest video from this morning, about how he was clarifying, saying, please don't come to his house. If you see him outside of his house, please come up and talk to him, but don't come to his house. And some people are irritated by that. Well, I'm of his viewpoint too, as most people should. When you see me out in the wild, please come up and talk. I've got social anxieties, but that doesn't mean I hate people. No, I like people. I always have. If you see me out walking or anything, because a couple of people have, and it's been awesome. Like when I was in Olympia, next to, God, what was it? I think Wendy's. And I was taking a walk across the parking lot, and someone said, hey, this may sound like a funny question, but is your name Nearly Senior Citizen? I was like, yes. And shake hands. Felt awesome. It was really, really cool. Times like that, please, you see me out there, even if I'm like staring at the ground. Come on up and say hi. I'm only staring at the ground because there's so many people, and that's the only way that I can be around a lot of people is to tune out the world. Social anxieties, I've never been good with crowds. I get anxiety and panic from large groups of people. I still force myself to go. It's been decades since I've been to a science fiction convention, but I used to go to conventions all the time. I have troubles going to malls now because I have to stare at the ground and tune people out, but I can do it. So if you see me out in the wild, you know, Shelton or Olympia or anything like that in Washington State, come on up and say hi. If I ever manage to make it to any convention, you know, like PAX or Comic-Con or anything, and I doubt I'll ever make it to anything. It's got to be in like Washington State, because I use medicinal cannabis, and so cannabis has got to be legal where I can go. I cannot go to any state in the union where cannabis is illegal. And even though the federal government has said is illegal, states' rights, Washington State along with X number of other states, we voted in recreational cannabis use as well as medicinal. So I can, if I had the money to burn, I could walk the 10 minutes to the local pot shop, buy as much cannabis as I wanted, and then come back here and either eat it, drink it, smoke it, vape it, rub it on my skin, and it's great. We sell it for medicinal and recreational purposes. And it's moderately cheap. You can buy anywhere from a gram of, you know, like 20+% pot for like anywhere from 10, 13 bucks. You can get a quarter, you know, 3.5 grams, because there's 28 grams in an ounce, and so they sell it in halves and quarters and eighths. You can get an eighth, 3.5, for like 20 bucks. And you don't have to prove that it's medicinal or anything. You just walk in there and say, hey, I wanted that, I'm going to take it home and smoke it. And they say, well, damn straight, here's some other stuff for you. This stuff is good. We really like this stuff. This'll get you stoned off your ass. Now, use cannabis. I was going to say medicinal. I use cannabis medicinally. I have to. Without the use of cannabis, I am bedridden. And in fact, I'm running on the edge of it now because I've only got very, very little. In fact, God, what have I got? A night or two left of RSO and then I've nothing? Which is fun, of course. Since I don't have any money, I don't know how I'm going to get any more. So, yay. But yeah, I'm sure that I've demonetized this now, talking about cannabis, but the fact is it's legal in Washington State, and I never, ever, ever tell anybody to use anything if it is illegal where you are. Holy smokes, don't risk jail or prison or worse. If your state or country, if you're not in the United States, has said cannabis is illegal, stay the hell away. It's not worth prison time. Or worse. I'm quite sure in Singapore, pot is enough to get you executed, if not just sent to prison for the rest of your life. Because Singapore is freaking crazy. So, thumbs up. Well, it is. I mean, you can't do things like have potted plants outside of your house because mosquitoes grow in stagnant water and you have to water your plant. So watering your plant, you could have stagnant water, you could get mosquitoes. That's a health problem. You put a potted plant outside your house, the cops are coming by. You don't chew gum, you can't, yeah, it's a nice place to live in that it's a nice place to live, but it's not a nice place to live in that, come on. When being human is illegal, what are you supposed to do? Thumbs up? Yeah, so if cannabis is illegal where you are, don't even risk anything. But if you live like I do in one of those states in the United States where cannabis is legal for recreational as well as medicinal uses, I mean, I'm not even saying anything illegal or wrong. There's nothing wrong or illegal with cannabis in Washington State where I live. It's completely legal. I mean, why should I be demonetized for... It's like saying, yeah, here's a glass of water, and then finding out that, you know, in Alabama and all that, showing water is illegal, and so my video was demonetized because I showed water. It's just as legal in Washington State. That was fun. Of course, I forgot to glue my lower plate in, so drinking the water displaced my lower plate and hurt my gum line when it got displaced and chomped with my upper plate. Gotta love dentures. I wish I glued these damn things in. When I got these about a month ago, they fit tight, just on their own. Unfortunately, and this is something that's going to happen all my life, because I don't have any teeth there, my body is resorbing all the tissue from my gum lines. And in the 1 month and probably a couple since I've gotten these things, I've had enough tissue resorption that they don't fit even slightly good anymore. They flop around like, well, take a stick, shove it in your mouth, and then talk around that. And that's how I feel with this lower plate especially. Yay. Oh God, yeah, what Boogie says, you know, don't come to his house. That's the same thing. That's what I was talking about. It's like, if you see me out in the wild, please come talk to me in the wild. But if you ever find out what my address is, it's like, you know, please respect that. Because my housemates they don't, I mean, just the fact that one person, I told one person what our address was so that they could send this chair to me, so that they could send that fan to me, so that they could do a couple things like that. Oh, my housemates were pissed. They're still pissed about it. In fact, even though we've had a chair and a fan sent and nothing else, they still consider it a huge breach of trust, and they're still pissed. They just don't bring it up. So yeah, if I get anything other than that, oh well. I still gotta talk to them about a bunch of stuff, so who knows if I'm even gonna have housemates soon. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, which everybody who has a YouTube account has a creator studio. In the creator studio, you have the community tab. In the community tab is comments, It lists every comment in chronological order. I've opened up 24 hours. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people because I'm terrible at counting. I lose track all the time. If I mispronounce your name while thanking you, there is no disrespect intended. I'm terrible at names. I'm an American English speaker. We suck. But I'm better than I thought, and while not perfect, I hopefully won't slaughter your name too badly. If you'd like a shout out, if you just ask for it and I catch it, you'll get it. And let's see, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them later. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left the comment. So whether the comment is a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment, thank you for having left the comment. You got me out of my head, into the world. It's a wonderful thing. So first off, Enrique Alt, thank you. And Scoes, S-C-O-E-S, thank you very, very much. Valerie Walker, greatly appreciated. Kyle Bloom, even though you're a jerk and a jackass, thank you for having left a comment. Slippy Jones, thank you very, very much. Alexis Soto, greatly appreciated. Queck J, hey, thank you. Thank you for coming back and thank you for leaving a comment. Awesome. X Luch X, thank you very, very much. And DRO, greatly appreciated. Fixed 4 Gaming, thank you, greatly appreciated. Lost 4468YT. The thumbs up, thank you very much. Ricardo Ruales, oh, that was bad, but thank you very, very much. Mama Chell, greatly appreciated. Dakota Williams, thank you very, very much. Stephen Castro, thank you, greatly appreciated. Gurren Logan, thank you. And Heavy Metal, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Valerie Walker, thank you. And Fallen Angel 8X, thank you very, very much. Ukri Ratalempi, oh boy, thank you very, very much. I'm sorry I could not pronounce your name properly. Ben J, thank you very, very much. And Justina Aquavita Metz, thank you very, very much. It's always good to see you in the comments. Thank you for the chair, the fan, and thank you for being my friend. Dylan West, thank you very, very much. Julia Bainey, thank you, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Stonehearted, thank you very, very much. Now, I count using American Sign Language. You can count to several million just using the fingers of one hand. It's awesome. You should learn American Sign Language. You know, everybody should, learn, sign language. I had to remember the things. I have forgotten so much. But sign language is awesome. It is very good. You should learn. Oh gosh, let's see. I'm just about that time, so if you could check out my links down below, that would be very, very awesome. Greatly appreciate it. I got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, and my blog. Haha! I'm going to be doing more on my blog right now. I've ended with 2 rather pretentious pieces of fiction, but I'm going to be doing more here very soon, so thank you very much. My thanks to everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe campaign, and my thanks to everybody who has been, become, that's what the word is. I have troubles remembering English sometimes. To everybody who has become one of my Patreon.com patrons, you are beautiful, awesome people. It is because of you, literally, I've been able to eat food, sleep in my bed, and live under a roof. Thank you so much. I've got to talk to my housemates, but we're going to get there. If you could donate, I've lost my mind today. It would be awesome if you could donate. It would be awesome if you could become a patron, but if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes, deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. My apologies for not being able to speak today. I'm very, very sorry. If you could toss me a like, I would greatly appreciate that. I use the word appreciate way too much. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, and if you could subscribe to the channel, that too would be cool. I am really salivating around these damn things. When the lower plate is loose, it is literally like having a mouthful of marbles. And if you put stuff in your mouth like a mouthful of marbles, you're going to salivate around them. Because my lower plate is so loose, I'm salivating like crazy around this damn thing. It ain't gonna break down, I ain't gonna digest the damn thing, so if my body could just knock that off, it would be nice. Let's see. Yes, but if, let me start that one over. If you could subscribe, that would be cool. But my personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life, so if you don't like my videos, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand, but I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the end of time, should you decide to subscribe. Son of a gun. 19 minutes and 30 seconds. I have a reaction video coming up today. I have at least one game video for this channel. Hopefully something from a game channel. Links down below. If you could check those out, that would be very, very cool. I can't remember anything else. I was doing pretty good, and then like 5 minutes ago, I just lost track of my entire brain. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.